Sis Reacts. I'm Taylor Smart.
What's up, y'all?
And today we're going to be reacting to
Superman and Lois. This is season 1, episode 4, Haywire. Last we left off, the boys are going to school together. Jordan signed up for football, even though he knows he's not supposed to because he has extraordinary powers, and his super strength is actually working for him. It's not too crazy, but it's enough to give him an advantage over the other kids, and he's been whooping them up and down the field. His father, at the end, with Jonathan's convincing, gave him the blessing to play, and Jonathan also told his dad, let him use his super strength, because to be honest, what's the point of being special if you can't be special? So he let him do that. And Lois is being targeted by Morgan Edge, and he sent a meta to kill her and the girl that was giving her information about what happened to her son. And Lois called Superman, but he took Superman by surprise because he was strong. And then at the end, y'all told me it was him, and somebody killed him.
Alright.
So, yeah. Somebody killed him with heat vision.
It's probably because he failed.
Yeah. So we're gonna see where this goes and what the mental state of this family is now.
Then he failed 5 times because he couldn't take down Superman.
He was whooping Superman at first, but Superman was like, "All
I gotta use my
right.
extra abilities. Extra ability.
Let me bump it up a notch," because he holds back. Let's be honest, Superman holds back because he didn't know if that was a regular human or not.
Right.
And
But he still took him through that wall.
Well, walls generally aren't made of steel.
I think he punched him first. So
I think he was trying to hurt him because you're not gonna attack his wife, but I don't think he was trying to hurt him. And then you realize, oh, okay, I gotta
hurt him.
I gotta put the pain down. I gotta put it down.
I'm weak.
So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna jump in. See what's going on. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon. 6 years ago. Oh yes, I'll be going back to Luther's flashbacks because I'm really interested in that.
I love Planet.
Maintain your course.
Oops.
This one, Earth X.
Ready?
I didn't say what Earth.
On my arm. Break.
Oop. But it's a meteor shower. Superman can't be doing that, right?
That's his ship.
Now the resurrection begins.
Oh, he's from another planet.
That's Morgan Edge. I'll see that one. No, this is this Earth. This was something Morgan Edge has done. This is a flashback.
Big crowds like where I used to play. Yeah.
So that's that jerk dude.
Fun fact,
That terrible husband.
they've been around since what, 48? That cheer coach is my wife, Lana. Yeah, she also works at your bank. Big fan of all the changes you made, by the way. She's an employee of mine. Yes, sir? Then insist she join us for dinner.
He's gonna start liking his wife.
That's not a bad idea. Ken, yes, coach.
No, not you. The other one.
Coach, Dad.
I actually never mind playing in the rain when I have football.
You hear me? Let's go.
So you fail.
Let's go.
No. I liked it. And I didn't fall. I had cleats.
It's different than practice. No.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Cleats. So I didn't go.
Now entering the game.
Flip.
24. Jordan
Cleats are slip resistant. I hope, I know he's excited right now. I hope he doesn't really hurt somebody. Bumbo! I wish they wouldn't treat Jonathan like that, though.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna start bothering Jonathan. Because this is supposed to be him.
Something you want to tell me?
Uh-oh.
No.
Mind your business?
Stay in lane.
He seems like he wants to marry her husband.
Right.
The military is terrified of you. They note any change in routine. I'm the one who keeps them in check.
Yes, and we are grateful for that.
Moving out of Metropolis raised a red flag. Nobody's seen you in the skies. Foreign groups like Intergang are already planning an uptick of activity. The higher-ups want to transfer high-risk inmates out of Metropolis Penitentiary. Why? Because if Superman's not around, the site is more vulnerable to attack.
So what, is he supposed to babysit a prison?
Show of good faith, escort the transfer. They're moving Thaddeus Kilgrave.
If anything goes wrong, I will be there, but I'm not throwing away time with my family for a show of good faith.
So you're going against my advice?
I don't work for you, Sam.
Fine. New day in the Kent house. Let me get my bag from the car. Stick around this weekend.
I like this episode early.
Maybe it'll be easier if I pitch in.
You mean give your 2 cents that we don't want?
Right.
Hey, here comes the cover of Mary 21!
You really moving in for the weekend to pay a bill? I don't want you here. But I do think,
Keep your hands to yourself.
as much as this isn't doing much for Jonathan, it is doing a lot for Jordan's mental state.
He evolved.
He's feeling accepted, he's feeling wanted, loved. This is really good for him. But now I hope Jonathan doesn't deteriorate, because he was always high-spirited and, you know, cool with everything.
We're gonna make playoffs.
I mean, he has his moments when he
catch the ball. What'd you say?
really says how he feels, but
Perhaps you can find something more worthy of your unique gifts. If you want to make a real impact, I can be a resource. I pride myself in helping people achieve their best selves.
how about no?
We're actually not open at 10 o'clock at night. Your old contract for your lawyer. What are you talking about? We're aware of the piece you intend to publish tomorrow. How could you know that? Any such action would be in breach of your previous contract, as I'm sure your lawyer will explain. I told you he would crush you.
And I said, bitch, let him try.
It's okay. I'm just trying to scare us. Yeah, well, it's totally working. Because I can't afford to fight off an army of Edge's lawyers. We don't even have a lawyer. But the vote is tomorrow. I'm sorry, Lois, but until this gets worked out, I can't risk publishing a word you write.
Then we'll leak it under an alias. They can't prove it to us. That
can't
moment
believe
after.
Stupid. Fucking arm.
What's he so upset about?
His broken arm, and I think he was supposed to get the spotlight in the football game, but Jordan took it.
It's doing too much. I can't leave that class.
He must be a meta. But
What's happening to me?
Yeah.
how did he randomly become a meta?
I don't know.
Oh, that's why he plays defense.
That's why he plays defense.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard. It's like I'm on the bench and then Jordan's got the game ball. You know? I don't know how that's really fair to any of the players, to be honest.
Let's not take it over the
No,
whole
why would
team.
him?
There's room for you to step up.
Step up.
Clark!
He was the star.
Gorgeous
Well, in
husband,
Metropolis,
love
so.
of my life, really, and my dear personal champion. A tiny favor to ask. Since my article was shredded and I can't technically speak out about Morgan Edge, the next best thing would be to have Smallville's favorite son show up and say some words on behalf of justice.
Okay. Well, when you put it that way, yeah, I'll be there.
Great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just found out Edge is at the mines.
Oh, you're gonna go confront him after he sent a guy to attack you?
Look, Edge thinks he has me up against the ropes. If I show up out of nowhere, knock him off balance, maybe I pop something loose.
If you wait, I can go with you.
No, I got it. You have practiced. I can handle myself.
My handler tells you means click that button.
Yeah.
You'll be here when I need you. But the rest, I got it.
I got the talking.
You didn't think it was awkward Him cornering me, asking me about my job, promising opportunity.
He's our host. He's just being friendly.
He didn't even ask if I was uncomfortable. Do you care?
It's not like he was flirting with you. Honey, I was right there.
It's not about you. I was annoyed. He made me uncomfortable and you didn't even notice.
Like, cause he's like in love with
Is that what our
Morgan.
marriage is at?
Wait, that came out wrong.
Whatever, I need some air.
Lana,
I love her sassy walk off,
Catwalk. Never stop.
shaking the hips, whatever.
Miss Lane, you come to take a tour of our facilities?
Actually,
Yeah,
yes.
after what happened in New Carthage, I would rather not follow you into a dark tunnel.
Whatever could you be insinuating?
Look, I'm kind of bored with the whole faux British accent, billionaire in a football game trying to fit in con job.
She
I
called
assure
him
you my
straight out.
accent is genuine. I was
Oh my
raised
god,
in
who
the farm.
cares? Let's just lay it out on the table. First you changed my story, then you sent some goon who almost killed Sharon Powell. Now you have your minion threatening my career?
Your
Let me
minion.
tell you how this goes. You sue me, I countersue. Your records get opened up in Discovery, and that doesn't end well for you or your brand name.
My.
Do you know how to play the
thought
game?
this all through.
Why Smallville? There's other towns, other minds. Why are you going to all this trouble?
It's curious, I was about to ask you the same question. World-renowned journalist. Shortlisted for the Pulitzer twice. And you move here with your unemployed husband and 2 adolescent boys. Seems like there must be something here that's very important to you. Maybe I'll find out what that is.
Is that a threat?
Well, I could offer you your old job back on condition you play by the rules. But let's be honest. You'll never work at the Daily Planet again. You're past your prime, playing a high-stakes game with a losing hand. You should fold while you still can.
Actually, I have one more ace to play. Bring it with me to the town assembly. Maybe we can talk more then. For now, I'm done with you unless this creep show has anything to add. I didn't think so.
I love Lois. I just love, she's fearless. She says what's on her mind. You're not gonna just think you're gonna run all over her or scare her.
These
I
are
love
making you
it.
want to quit coaching altogether and open up a pizzeria. Oh, you think that's funny, Dennis? You know what? You could have caught that pass. Had you not gone to that keg party and busted up your arm. I hope that bill was worth a genius.
That coach
You know,
is a
I'm
jerk.
feeling all you all go a little bit early today, but I think we need to work on our mental errors. This game is 20% physical, 80%
Does he not care about
mental.
people's
And as soon
feelings?
as we get in line with that, we're gonna have more success than this kind of stuff. Repetition's the mother of skill.
3, 2, 1.
I hope this dude don't freak out and attack Jonathan. But if he does, maybe this will unlock Jonathan's powers.
Jack. Right? Jack?
Fine.
Fuck heard that.
This kind of stuff ain't gonna happen, 'cause this is unacceptable.
That coach. This is unacceptable. He's just going off.
Prisoner Kilgrave.
I'm
That is
tired of him.
our highest possible threat. Bishop 6 intergang has
Oh, no,
attacked
he's pulling
prisoner.
Clark away.
Bishop 6 respond.
Yeah. Something's wrong.
Ah, he's gotta choose. General Lane is gonna be pissed if he doesn't come.
Seriously, you can just tell your dad on me.
Brother, you can.
It's driving me crazy, so I tore it off. Hey, I'm sorry.
Look, whatever.
My arm's killing me.
Kilgrave has escaped.
Something was not right.
We'll talk about it later. Okay, I have a call. I gotta go.
Okay, well, at least he can make both.
Yeah.
General Lane's like mad because he was late, but better late than never.
Bishop 6, we've got a hit on Kilgrave. 25 Beacon Court. Please divert.
What they put in the air?
You think it's throwing off his hearing? No. Yes? I think it is. It's making him go to the wrong spot.
See you soon, Big Blue. Your dad is very special. I didn't want you to know that, yet here we are. And given that your dad is the most important force for good in the entire world, that means you have an obligation too. Don't waste his time. Try to think about the fact that when your dad gets distracted, lives are at stake. Understood?
Leave them kids alone. They just want their dad in their life.
Yes, sure.
And that's what their dad wants. You can't take that from them. Go away.
Did Clark ever respond? He must be busy. Assistant coaching the football team?
He does a lot on the farm.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Oh,
I
Clark
think
had
I'm
to
gonna
be
go try
here.
and rally the troops.
But he's
Like,
looking...
even find a troop.
Dang, Clark is so needed.
Hey, it's Clark. Take a message.
Hey, where are you? You're literally my last shot at presenting my side of this. You know I would do it myself, but I'm trying not to get bankrupted in a lawsuit. Hurry.
I want him to be there, but he has Superman stuff to do. Yes.
Hey, Lois.
His wife, his kids, that
Okay.
city.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm kind of a sore loser.
So,
Do you want to grab a drink tonight? I mean, no kids, no husbands. Just a girls' night out. I
they
promise
just
you it'll
missed
be
their
fun.
window.
All in favor of granting Edge Intercorp exclusive rights to the Schuster mines? All opposed?
Idiots.
Nay.
They're looking like, oh, really?
Motion approved.
What time do you want to meet?
I mean, I know she'll understand, but I know that just kind of irritated her. Because I'm kind of irritated because I needed Clark to be there, but he's busy. He's trying.
I am so sorry I missed the vote.
I know. It's okay.
No, it's not. And you're covering.
Don't super spy on my pulse rate or whatever you do.
You clench your jaw when you're mad.
I'm not mad.
Well, you should be. I said I was going to be there and I
Clark,
wasn't.
can we not do this right now? I am not in the mood.
I just want to apologize and I want you to know that
Babe, I don't need an excuse. I know you have an excuse. You're Superman.
Lois.
Okay, fine, I'm mad. And I know it's irrational because I understand that there were lives at stake, but this was so important to me. And we lost the vote, by the way, and now I'm feeling guilty for wanting you to do something you said you would do. When we started dating, I knew what I was getting into, and I don't get mad about you missing date nights or anniversaries or family dinners because of some idiot with a nuke, but lately with everything that's going on with the boys and my dad constantly in your ear, it feels like I'm really far down on your list of priorities.
Is it honestly how you feel?
Right now, in this moment that I might regret tomorrow, yeah, I do.
I know. It's so, it's like she said, it's irrational to say that because he is Superman. He has so much on his plate. And he kind of had to sideline her because he reprioritized his kids first and foremost out of everything. Then Superman second, then Lois is last. When it was different, kids were last. Lois is probably first or second. So she's not used to being last choice. It sucks though, because that's not fair for Clark. It really isn't.
Well, you know, I just needed more time for drugs and alcohol.
Nice
Yeah,
of
no
you to show
problem
up.
for you ever.
It was a courtesy.
You want to talk about
First
courtesy?
in that home reading a book
You're
anyways.
showing me the courtesy of doing your
Good.
job.
I don't really think of it as a
Watching
job, General.
superhero shows and
It's more called
reacting.
responsibility. Something you and I have
No
in common.
drugs, kids. Watch TV and react.
How about we figure this out together?
When you sleep with men, you know everything's about
So
action.
focus on your education.
Here, let me fix this and let me explain this to you and let's just gloss over.
I feel bad for your
That
brother.
party looked dry.
It's been popping in her soul. I feel be fine.
What do you think parties are
That's just it.
like?
Popular kids like Jonathan
Right?
don't really know how to function as outsiders.
I mean, they're
looks
just
lost.
music and mingling, dancing.
What would that make us?
The dancing looked
you know
dry
you're very
too.
Well, they're
disaffected
in
youth.
Kansas.
Wayward. Free punk rock.
I mean, parties
I
can
rebelled
be
against
fun.
my
Just
mom,
depends on the
everybody
host,
cheered.
what's there to do.
You and your whole football
But you
team.
really gotta have your
I
own
actually kind of
fun.
like being on the team.
Did he?
He just cut.
Why did he grab the knife by that side anyway? Like an idiot.
He's like,
Is his body like rapidly healing? Is that what it's doing? Like shaking? Why would you hold the table?
are you dumb?
Yeah, I mean, I get he was trying to make it stop, but you already know that doesn't work.
Sorry, I'll fix it. I can't afford a burger. How are you going to pay for some nice-ass furniture?
It's not even that nice.
Hey, what's going on? Watch your own business, Kent.
He about to do a...
She's like,
We're going home.
let me call you back. Superman. Just like,
For this sonic blaster to work, I needed you in closer range. Maybe can do
Batman did something like that. Batman versus Superman, remember?
Yeah. Oh, look at his...
But he had him from both sides. Yeah, his super hearing.
What I got of her.
I've had a lot of time to think about you.
I would have heat visioned him
Sensitively
already.
tracking your patterns.
Crazy.
I noticed you haven't been around
Who's
Metropolis quite as much. That's how I knew
Can he even
that
hear
the,
you talking?
Big shots would move me to a more secure prison.
I would have been up. So...
Come on, Clark.
You should have got him when he was talking.
Heat vision him. Frost breath, anything. Come on, stop letting him hit you with that.
You already started.
Just hang on. Jack, just breathe. Just breathe. It's going to be okay.
That's like some exorcist shit.
I think I did this to him. What? What are you talking about? The bonfire at the party? I think my heat vision caused an explosion and it affected him somehow. Okay, well,
What?
let's run that theory past Bill and I later, all right? Like, I'm being dad. Hey, remember when Grandpa's had dad's too busy saving the world? Look, he's not the only one that can do this. John, trust me.
What?
What are you gonna do? Oh, because he's strength, he can stop it. Oh, no.
Jordan! Where's the EOT?
Clark's not gonna be able to come right now.
We need to get out of here now. We need dad. I need you to get up. Jordan! Dad!
There we go! The clap!
Those people.
Kilgrave's down. Come and get him.
Took you long enough.
There's bystanders on site.
Why did it take him so long to do that? Jonathan?
He's gonna get handcuffed.
It's too late?
No, he got him.
Oh, okay.
The ear's been up here. It'll help calm you down.
I know he was like freaking out, but I hope he wasn't able to listen to hear them keep saying dad, dad.
Right. I was thinking about that.
Jordan,
Because then he'd be like,
What up?
Superman came after y'all kept calling for y'all
What happened,
dad.
Tag?
don't try to tell me
Y'all
about my
super
fault.
babies.
The heat vision caused a blast, but there was another material present, a yellow phosphorescence. We think that may have triggered the boy's metahuman development.
Can we see him?
Well, son, DOD protocols are pretty strict. 24/7 monitoring, cover stories, transferring.
What your grandpa's trying to say is that he's going to go to a special school for kids with these sorts of abilities.
Wait, there's a special school for kids with powers? It's pretty cool. No, it's not. How many of these kids are there?
That's classified. But let's
He's
just
like, I
say,
don't want to go there.
Look, guys, we have to be clear on something. Why did you wait so long to use the ELT? Why didn't you call me the minute you knew something was wrong?
Oh. Granddaddy. I like how they instantly looked at him.
Misspoke? You cannot tell the boys not to come to me for help.
my point was to help them see the life and
I
death
hope she's
stakes of
telling
your
her to get
job.
out.
My job is I'm their dad. That's my job.
You're not just their dad. You're the most important person
Like
in
he
the world.
doesn't
And now
know
that
that.
they know that, they need to respect the obligation that comes with it.
I have to respect that obligation. Me. And believe me, I live with it every day.
Then act like it.
Stop! Stop it! This is the same toxic, honor above all else crap you used to pull on me when I was a kid.
Lois, please. This isn't about us.
No, it's
Tell him
about
a version
you
or go to hell.
and your parenting choices and how they sucked then and they still suck. and we're not going to be applying them to our boys.
I made a choice to dedicate my life to the armed services.
You could have done both. That's what Clark is doing, and I see him struggle with it every day. So how dare you tell him he can't be the father he is because you never bothered to give it a go.
Period.
Lois, tell
Won't
him.
be welcome here anymore.
Tell him.
Fine.
Because I'm tired of him.
I'll get my things. I have a long drive ahead of me.
Yeah, get that out.
Yeah.
I love how she goes off.
Don't be slamming those doors. What bills you pay?
Those are starting to become my favorite scenes.
Yes,
Like, her going off on people.
Brontosaurus for you.
And waiting.
Madame,
What is all this?
Well, I was thinking about all of those date nights that I missed, and I thought we could play a little catch-up.
Are the kids serving dinner?
There may even be a massage in it for you.
See, now you're just spoiling me.
Well, you deserve to be spoiled,
If you accidentally broke her foot.
no matter what's going on.
You wouldn't.
I
Going up
know.
against
But like,
this, my time with you,
oh my gosh.
is what gets me through everything else.
Okay, snap.
Stop.
I love you.
7.
I have reason to believe we may need to consider a contingency plan. I want you to open a new protocol. Call it Project 7734.
We now own the rights to this land, which holds enough ex-kryptonite to resurrect an army.
Assuming we can find enough willing candidates.
Oh, I'm not concerned.
Resurrect?
As you know, I have an eye for talent.
Why is there so much Yeah, why is it on Earth? I'm gonna start by saying this show is quickly becoming one of my favorites. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first
When I first watched it, I thought it was gonna be so boring. Like, oh my god.
I was
They're gonna live on
gonna
a farm. They're gonna be mowing the grass.
even before that, like I was always gonna watch it, but this Superman has never sold me. Like, I thought he was cool and all, but he hadn't sold me because they never gave him the time and energy. And to be honest, the idea of him going back to Smallville made it even less appealing to me. Not gonna lie, I was gonna watch it and give it a chance, but my expectations weren't high. And because they weren't so high and the show is actually so good, it's blowing me away. And I'm loving it. I really am. Like, I'm looking forward to this every week. Like, and then it made it even better that the budget on this show is way better than the other shows. My tiny complaint is there's not that much action. Like, we get maybe one action scene, a lot of Clark flying around, and the visuals look great, but the action scenes are a little lackluster. Like, that villain with the sonic weapon was a little lackluster, but they make up for it with the drama that they write around, like, the family and the choices that they have to make and the character development. That's what's keeping me engaged, but I do wish for a little bit more action. That's the one thing I wish. Because what I keep thinking about too is, like, Arrow. Like, as much as it was a drama show, it had so much action in it every episode. And I know they're hand-to-hand fighters, so it's probably a bit easier versus these super-powered scenes that they have to use all these effects for and stuff. But I wish they would put some of the budget into the fight scenes. And I'm sure that's probably going to come later in the show, but I would really like to see some now. But anyway, that's just a tiny complaint, and it's not really a problem right now. I'm actually really enjoying what we're getting. Yeah, I'll let you speak before I continue on, because I can go on for a minute.
I really don't like what the general, I forgot his name.
General Lane
had just made that new protocol. I'm guessing it's anti-Superman protocol in case Superman does anything that, like,
goes rogue, basically, which is what Batman's always done in a contingency plan. And especially with this Luthor, who hasn't appeared again, but he's gonna be whispering in his ear, and as soon as, like, what happened comes out, I think it's gonna
they're gonna turn on Superman.
Not turn on him, but they're gonna be ready to turn on him. And especially because now we have Lois and Clark, who just kind of pushed him out. And now we have, I think what General Lane is worried about is like his boys, the closer he gets, like if something were to happen to them, especially with them having powers now, if something were to happen, they're probably going to be afraid that Clark would snap. Because that's some people, in reality, some people do. When they lose their kids, they go crazy, they get mad, they lash out, and they're worried. So I think that's why he might have started that contingency plan, because something could happen. And if you know the Injustice storyline, which is one of my favorite storylines, Joker, was it Joker? No, I think it was Lex. No, it was Joker. Joker orchestrated that Clark got hit with some type of chemical that warped what he saw, and he accidentally saw Lois as Doomsday, and she was pregnant, and he was fighting her, and he took her into deep space and just did a bunch of crazy moves on her and accidentally killed her. And he was thinking he was fighting Doomsday the whole time, but then when he came to, it was Lois, and he killed Lois and his unborn child. And then he snapped, and then he killed Joker, and then that's when everything changed.
Wow, that's so dark.
That's one of my favorite storylines. It's actually just, it's a game, but it's a comic book, and I'm reading it. I'm on year 2. And it's just insane because, like, he doesn't... Huh?
You read it online?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't see himself as a villain. He takes over the government, and he goes to each country and makes them... he gets all the leaders and makes them come to an agreement to have, like, complete peace. And while he thinks he's doing good, it really is turning everybody against him. And then there's a lot that happens because Wonder Woman is very aggressive in that version, and she's truly the evil one in that version because she whispers in Clark's ear because they begin to get in a relationship at a point. And it's just a mess. And then they eventually, our heroes don't agree with what he's doing, especially Batman, Green Arrow, and they get into a fight. He accidentally kills Green Arrow, which of course sets Black Canary on the path to wanting to take him down, and it's just a mess. It is. And everybody basically has to pick a side, Batman or Superman. And of course, a lot of the powerhouses pick Superman. So it's like Green Lantern, Flash, Shazam, Wonder Woman. So, and Batman, who had Flash turns later on, but not until a while into the story. And then you have freaking Batman had Green Arrow, Black Canary. He did have Martian Manhunter, but Martian Manhunter got killed very early on because of his weakness to fire. Of course, I was a little mad about that. But in comparison, Batman's team wasn't very impressive. But they managed to survive. He actually, I think, broke almost every bone in Batman's body. But they protected him, Alfred. They have like these pills to give normal humans like you and I powers. And it gives them invulnerability. It's temporary, and it gives them invulnerability so Superman can't kill them. And Alfred took it and whooped Superman, but saved Batman's life, and then they hit him in the Tower of Fate. All right, enough about the Injustice storyline. But that was just a little detour into an alternate Superman universe, if you didn't know. I just love that story, but I think they're just trying to play the what-if idea with this version. You want to add anything before I go on?
No, I just want to, well, yeah. I want to know what other substance was at that party that gave that boy powers.
Oh, the first party? Yeah, they didn't mention. They just said there was another foreign substance mixed with the heat vision that activated his metagene. And then it's kind of interesting that they have a school.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was just thinking about how come they've been put Jonathan?
Because Clark doesn't want him to go there.
But I realized it's probably because the general would know that for sure he has powers. That
would have been bad for Jordan anyway because he already feels like an outcast. Now, if you go outcast him, take him away from his family, and put him in a random place, that would have been destructive. Yeah. And he would have probably resented Clark for that. Mm-hmm. That was just not what his character needed. No, overall, another well-written episode. I wanted Lois to win in that little battle with Morgan Edge, but Clark couldn't be there for that one. And that
irritated me.
I know, and I like how they presented it because Clark can't be there all the time. He can't do everything at once, and it sucks because you can't be mad at him for it. Like, they explained it perfectly. She's like, it's unfair of me to put this on you, but I really did want you to be there. Like, I really wish you could have sidelined everybody else just this one time, because I don't ask very often. You know, I only call you when I need help, but I ask for a favor. But she's like, I can't even be mad. So I'm mad, but I can't be mad at you. I'm just gonna be mad in general because I didn't get what I wanted. But that was totally understandable, and I love that, actually. That's probably my favorite part of the episode, because it makes sense. It does.
My favorite part of the episode was
when the thunderclap. You know I like the thunderclap.
Yeah. That's not mine though. You said you interrupted me.
I know.
My favorite part was when Lois was telling Lane off, and that Exorcist moment. That was crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I've never really cared about Lois. I'm gonna be honest. In any media I have had, like, I like Amy Adams, the one in Man of Steel. I like her character, but to be honest, this version of Lois is probably my favorite. The way she goes off, and it's just because we're getting more time with her and how she's written. I love this version of her. But I've never, to be honest, in any other version of any Superman anything, Lois has never done anything for me. But I'm liking this version. And they're writing her very well, because I'm going to be honest, I thought that part of the reason why I was also down this show, I'm like, Lois's parts are going to be so boring. They're going to drag on. But no, they're actually really interesting. I really doubted this show. I ain't even going to cap. I did. I'm like,
my standards are low.
I'm like, we'll see. But it's great. Sad that we only got one more episode, and then it's
30th?
going off air. Yeah, until the 30th Supergirl comes on in its place.
When does this come back?
There's no, I think they did say a day. I think it's not until May though. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I guess it's gonna replace Supergirl again, and they're just gonna flip flop. So we'll see. But anything else you wanna add?
No.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to let us know what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe to Patreon for full reaction.
And we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye.